Hello everybody, this is Fox, and today we're going to play a little monster train. Let's fire it up. So Monster Train is a roguelike deck building game where you are getting your train to the end. I'm going to do the daily challenge. There's a Steam achievement where you get 50,000 points on a daily run. Based on the top score here, it looks like that's going to be very difficult with this daily run. So don't put too many bets on me getting 50,000 points today. So highly reactive, triggered abilities on friendly units trigger an additional time. That's really powerful. When a damage spell hits a unit, ascend it. So that's going to be sort of silly for most cases, but absolutely disable damage spells on bosses, because ascending a boss is very bad at Monster Train. And we've got Acid Rain, 2 damage to all units after combat. Let's just give it a go. Yeah. So, trying a recording this time. I tried a stream a little bit ago with some Noita. I actually had a really good Noita run. Noita's also a roguelike game. But when I tried to access my video, I couldn't find it. It was a bit disappointing because I actually got all the way through it. You're going to have to take my word for it because I suppose there isn't any evidence that I did that. So I'm going to take this Frostbite artifact here. Frostbite is damage over time. Essentially, this game's version of poison. Let's see. Yeah, we can see our guy here has the ability to stack up Frostbite. Let's go for it. Let's go ham into Frostbite. So first, go here. I'm actually going to turn the music on because the music in this game is actually fantastic. But usually when I'm playing this game, I have a stream or something, some news or something on in the background, so I like to play it with the music off a lot. Anyway, at the beginning of each sort of instance in this, you have the option of taking a trial. If you want to maximize your points, you have to take as many of these as possible. But there's a decent chance that a trial causes you to just splat out. Alright, so these guys are pretty much no big deal to start. Let's put an Impy Imp here. How about a... Come on, second Imp. And there it goes, I guess I killed both of them. Oh yeah, with that acid range, my main guy's gonna die really quickly. I guess that's why no one has any hasn't had any luck with this yet. So this guy's got money. Let's pop him really quick. Put a shield on my main guy. I guess if I can really focus on shields, I might be able to do it. But I don't think that's actually going to be very likely. But watching people lose games is fun too, right? Oh, here we go. I can incant for shields. Let's... Might as... Oh, that's not going to work. I don't know. Let's just try stuff. Throw whatever we can against the wall, see what sticks. Yeah, here we are where I'd love to use this Frozen Lance against the boss, but that's going to ascend him and blow up all my guys, which would be pretty useless. We're just going to go... Oh, that was enough. One of the things I love about this game is it does the math for you, so you can actually tell when the boss is going to croak. Yep, I guess the Frostbite did it. So getting the boss killed on the first floor gave me a ton of extra points here, which is great. So I guess my strategy here, this is going to be really tricky. I'm aiming for armor, if possible, to keep my champion alive. I want to avoid too much spell damage. Although, if I can get this guy down and do a bunch of spells, that would help with the armor strat. Let's go with this offering token. Here's another Fortify. I think I want it. And And I don't know if I really want any of these guys, to be honest. I think I'd be junking up my deck with them. So the Demon Fiend is okay, but I wouldn't even get a chance to play him until I have a Ember upgrade. So yeah, forget it. Alright, let's see. I suppose, let's see if we can get a Fortify upgrade. If I can get holdover on it, that would be really good. I don't necessarily want to spend all my money, because coins at the end of the game contribute to points too. But I guess we saw that even the best players out there aren't showing a 50,000, so... let me see. I think damaging spells are bad with this setup. I think I want to do this. We'll see if that ends up paying off, and then I'm going to roll out. Yes, well, I sure hope everyone's having a good day. It's a nice snowy Monday here in February. Alright, so I chose the option to get guys on every floor here, but because of this acid rain, they're all just going to drop dead right away. So I think what I want to do is get Tethys, Tethys, stack up a buttload of armor on them. Let's try... This is fine, that gets the imp out of my deck at least. Bam! Love to see it. Alright, so now we wanna keep rolling with that plan. Just really, I gotta get as much armor as possible on him, protect him from damage, from random stuff. Guess I can get one of these guys out. Boom. That's fine. Alright, more armor, that's great. Might as well. And I don't know, I don't want to draw back into him. I don't think it's very likely, but might as well get him out of the deck. That's a really important thing in deck building that I still don't really have a great grasp on, and that is thin to win. You have to minimize the number of cards in your deck in order to draw the cards that you need. But I always want to just jam every piece of deck I can in there. Look at that, that's the victory. I still want to test out this this moth magic though, so I'm going to sprung this guy up. Silly stuff that. But yeah, pretty straightforward victory here. I wonder if 50,000 points is possible with this build. Streaming is apparently really good luck for me, so perhaps I can achieve it on this run. Yeah, damage is so bad with this setup, I'm going to go with another offering token. I mean, Fortify is great. Welder Helper is really good too, but once I place the Welder Helper, I don't really have a method to remove them to get that, what's it called? Capacity back. So I'm going to go with Fortify. And spells and armor, that's the name of this game. I haven't lost any health, and I don't think I want to upgrade my unit, so I'm going to go this way to get an artifact. Plus for armor, I am running with armor. So yeah, that's an easy get for me. Frostbite Sweeper is kind of neat. I kind of like this guy too. Revenge for Frostbite. Yeah, I like that guy better. So now I've got a decent setup here. You know, Tethys can stand back and do the Frostbite thing. My tank here can stand in front and survive a couple rounds even with... In fact, I think that Revenge even triggers with the Acid Rain, so that's a synergy. Let's see, both of these are actually pretty good. I guess I'm going really low cost, so the doors might be what I want to do. Alright, here's the nerd himself, the Dailies. Let's see. I'm wondering if I even want to set up on the bottom here, since they're all going to get wiped. Maybe... It's tricky because in order to get the maximum number of points, I absolutely have to try to kill the Dailies on the bottom. But anything I put down here is going to get wiped really quickly. And let's do it like this. And I don't want these guys in. Oh, that triggered twice. Right, okay. You know what? I think I like that enough. I want to try this again. Using the best block card of all, which is restarting the run. It's not actually the whole run, it'll just be the fight. Yeah, I guess a lot of people might consider that not fair play, but I don't care. I don't care about your opinions. I guess I sort of do, because I am streaming. Or recording in this case, because my stream didn't work as well as I was hoping it would. Yes, there we go. Now Dedalius has a bunch of stacks of frost. He's going to take 34 points of damage every turn. I think that might work pretty well. And I could actually use my damaging spells, because he can't move up. So yeah. Yeah, Frostbite is really good in general, and that Cuddlebeard, you know, just pays dividends for it too. I think this is kind of interesting, because I could drop Dedalius here and get more Frostbite on him, which I will do. So that's going to be extra Frostbite. Let's go ahead and I want this on this. Offer token. None of these guys are actually really good for what I'm trying to do. But I guess I could... Yeah... Just gonna end it here. Kill that Train Steward to get him out of the deck. You know, this might go really well for me. For this fight, anyway. Let's do this. I definitely want to get my Guardian Stone. I wonder if I can keep my Titan Sentry alive. Let's put him down first. I want to fortify... well... Oh wow. Okay, so that is actually off the chain. You saw that because of the highly reactive, it triggered twice. And because of the Railhammer, it was +4. So that's 10 stacks of armor every time I cast a spell. Pretty crazy. Yes. And then, sorry Mollusk Mage, but you're gonna have to soak a little damage for my guy. Yeah, that is going to be pretty crazy. Dedalius is not doing what I wanted, which is zipping all the way to the bottom. That's fine. Let's play around with armor. And, you know, I guess... doesn't make too much of a difference what I do here. Because as soon as he gets to that bottom row, it's going to be a victory for me. Alright, so there's the guy. Why don't we play with spells for a second? Just for fun. Look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. So I definitely want more Guardian Stones if I can get them. Because that is, I think that's a winning strategy. Now, is it a 50k winning strategy? Probably not. Like I said, I've been doing this for a while and I haven't gotten there just yet. But I'm feeling pretty positive in my ability to get there eventually. This is okay, but it really requires... that Pyrebound is a heavy restriction. Sap is good, and Frostbite doesn't wear off. Let's go ahead and go with it. So right now I've got... on that bottom row, which is my main that I want to set up, I gotta get my Titan Sentry there. Gotta get Tethys, that's 3 points. This would make it 5. If I want to have my armor totem, I could do that, but I'd have to take the capacity boon. And honestly, my ember costs are so low, it might be worth it. Let's do it. Capacity. Okay, didn't lose any hit points, so that doesn't make too much sense. Duplicate might be cool. What would I duplicate? I have 14 armor for 0 cost on that Fortify, which is kind of neat. Yeah, I like that. Also, these vortexes are so good. Practically an auto pick. Alright, I gotta get train stewards out. Really, I also need to get these out too, the frozen lances, because damage is so bad in this, or direct spell damage. Excuse me. I don't think so. Or maybe I even want a second Guardian Stone. Yep, I've convinced myself. Guardian Stone is so good in this deck. Alright, what's good? Damage spells cost -1, I think not. Frostbite 22, yeah. So yeah, classic Frostbite build. I don't think that armor is going to be too bad. But I've said that before and splatted. Alright, this is tricky. This is what I want. Well, frick, I meant Tethys, but that's okay. Let's do here. Guardian Stone. Yes. If I can sap, that'd be worthwhile. Yep, totally worthwhile. Alright. So, letting this guy go was okay because it looks like Acid Rain is oh, and the huge chunk of Frostbite is going to take him down. So we got a Sentry, which is almost a kill. Pretty chill. Let's get some armor on these guys. I don't need this guy, I don't think, for right now. Alright. I'm going to put armor here. And that's okay, yeah. Frostbite's going to take him out next time, so... it should be more than sufficient. Look at that 84 stack of Frostbite. Can't really be beat, in my opinion. So let's do armor, obviously. How about armor? Let's get this guy out of the deck. Let's get this guy out of the deck. Yep, feeling pretty good. So, yeah, very thematically appropriate to have lots of Frostbite on such a snowy day. I don't know if it's snowing everywhere, but it's snowing here. See, this is an instance where if I had an extra train capacity, for instance, not casting that Gold Kalia, I'd be able to get 20 points of armor per spell. So this guy doesn't have any attack. I might as well send him up, for what it's worth. Yeah, he can get all the way to the top and will do nothing, so works for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it there. So yeah, it's definitely a Frostbite heavy deck, which is fine by me. It's one of my favorite mechanics in this game. It's kind of funny because I don't usually like damage over time effects in games, but in this game it just feels so satisfying. Let's get rid of this guy. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, you're gonna see what I'm talking about here. He gets up here, but he doesn't have any attack, so it doesn't make any difference. I think he should go down, yep, pretty easily. So let's cast my spells for giggles. And let's see how this goes. Lots and lots of Frostbite. So that's 3,600. Get some more gold. This is kind of neat, but honestly, that 2 Ember and the capacity, I think that's a little too clunky to do. That Spike the Stygian, paid buku bucks in dividends last game. Maybe that would continue. And, this is kind of okay, but honestly, I'm putting on, like, 10 stacks of Frost every round anyway. I think this is pretty much irrelevant. But the fact that it consumes gets it out of the draw cycle. That's actually an argument for the Stygian Spike as well. This is what I'm going to do. Get a mix of effects. Yeah, Rage isn't really my thing. That kills Tethys, which I don't like. I'm going to skip it. So, as much as I want to go and spend all my money on trinkets, that is points at the end of the game, and I am trying to get as many as possible. Doesn't look like I'm going to make it, but I still think I'm going to try. Yeah, let's get these last train stewards out, so I'm not going to draw them, which is just a good way to go. Forget there's always a correct way to do these. I'm going to at least take a look at the Merchant of Magic. And I'm really crazy about, to be honest. And saving money is really good for points. Let's check out the caverns of this one. Train graveyard. Okay, so this is actually kind of interesting. If I wanted to get this guy really beefy, I could. Although I don't really have any healing, so I could get everybody kind of beefy. Yeah, I don't usually do this because in mini decks I heal, but I really don't think I have any capability of healing. So, this is just good. That'll keep Tethys alive if I get some bad draws and I can't get armor before Acid Rain would take him out. Alright, yep, coins. This guy's got multi-strike, which will stack extra frost onto him. Those overcharged tanks might actually be pretty difficult, but this is what we're gonna do. Alright, Sentry, Tethys, Teethies. Kinda wanna draw. Let's get this started. I wonder, does this trigger before or after Moth Magic? Let's, looks like before. Let's do it anyway. Yeah, way more damage on that guy now. So yeah, he's dealt with, which is good. Let me see. We can put Kolkalia down again. Let's see. Last time I was saying I wish I had the totem instead. I won't go Kolkalia. Kolkalia. I don't think so. So this guy's suffering a bit, but I think I should be able to build armor on him before the boss shows up. Yeah, definitely. Some good stuff. Let's calm this guy down a bit. I don't know if that was optimal play. Probably not. But yeah, he's gonna go down before he gets a chance to get to my pyre, so that should be fine. See, here's another Guardian Stone. If I didn't have Kolkalia up, that would have been just off the chain. It's okay. I just have to try to actually retain these lessons I'm learning instead of forgetting them immediately. Go. Gotta love those frostbite stacks. Yeah, nothing's getting to my pyre, which is great. Here he is again. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Some more of that. I guess after the next boss I can just take another Land of the Seraph. I probably will. Because Kolkalia's not bad, she's just a little counter-synergistic. Not even that, it's just high capacity. This is usually a good pick for a Frostbite build, but it does damage, which is going to Moth Magic everybody up a level. Guardian Stones are great in this deck. Sacrifice Imp. Usually that's pretty good, but I'm not really even looking to play my Imps most of the time. Rage and Armor. I mean... It's actually quite tricky, because that draw is great, but the requirement is high. If I already had Pyre Chompers in here, it'd be an easy pick. Do I need Pyre Chompers? It goes really well with the Spikes of the Stygian. I'm not really hurting for Ember, though. And that Rage is a little bit meh, because I'm not really dependent upon my attacks. It's all Frostbite. Yeah, I'll skip it. Gotta remember, thin to win, thin to win. So I have lost some hit points, and an artifact would be nice. I could also beef up my tank. But that Concealed Caverns could be anything. And that could be my holdover that I wanted. I want the artifact. Draw one's good. Merchant of Steel. Endless. It's a little pricey, but I can guarantee that my Titan's going to be available. I mean, he hasn't gone down yet, so is that excessive? Let's do it anyway. Let's put bigger booty on him too. Rage, I don't know. What would that translate to? That's okay. Spent a bunch of money, but that's fine. If I'm 100 coins short of 50,000, I'll consider that a major win anyway. Alright, let's see how quickly we can take down Fel. I think it's really interesting because this set of daily challenge stuff is not conductive to really kicking butt, but I'm doing okay. Oh, poor Tethys. Okay. Let's see. So we got things generally handled here. That's fine. Get some armor going. Get this one out of the deck. Why not? I think that was the way to go. I get that 17 extra frostbite on. And no real question about whether or not I'm beating Fel this time. The question would be whether or not I can do it before that last floor for the extra points. The answer is probably not, to be honest. That's okay. Alright, let's take a look at the cards. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. If I find that Hellhorn thing that's lets me do damage based on the amount of shield I have, that would be really good in this. Let's see. I can do this. I suppose one of these. So yeah, pretty straightforward fell victory here. I just wish I could have done it slightly earlier for more points. Sad Tethys. That's okay. These fortifies are just rocking. Usually it's an underwhelming card, but in this it's like, oh, you want 36 armor? Yeah, definitely. Alright. What's good? Magic power is a little bit... I don't think that actually works on stacks of armor. This gives consume to spells, which might be able to pull some frozen lances out, but seems more likely would accidentally grab my fortifies. 29 armor, I mean, why not? And then yeah, I want to put more of those totems down, so this Light of the Seraph is just great. Really, I guess what I need to do is stop putting Cold Kalia down, start putting 3 Guardian Stones. That would be crazy. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to force myself to stop putting Cold Kalia down. She's been okay, but not really needed in this deck, to be honest. Bye. Let's see. Incant Armor 2. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, nothing's getting through my first guy, so it might be completely redundant. But honestly, it's just really... just too funny not to do. Doing it for the memes at this point. Is that a meme? Is doing things just to be funny a meme in its own right? Who knows? Alright, so gunk up your deck in exchange for value. I'm kind of liking Thin to Win, though. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, that's the challenge of the game, is just knowing when to say no. Sweep. Let's think about this for a second. So 42 obviously is a buttload of Frostbite. But Sweep means I don't have... I essentially have Cold Kalia built into Tethys. I mean... I don't really need Sweep because weak backliners are taken down by the frost that is put on by my frontliner. This might be able to nuke some of the bigger guys, though. I think this is what I want. Yeah, Sweep was really appealing there, but oh, Spikes 5. Normally it would be complete suicide, but I might have enough armor in this deck to make it worthwhile. Also, if I'm gonna hit 50k, it's way outside of the realm of possibility at this point, but let's try anyway. And actually, it's good that I didn't put Sweep on him for this, because that would mean I'd be taking double. Oh yeah, and I got this, the one with Incant. Too goofy. Let's go ahead and put that on Tethys. Look at that, 22 for a single spell. Pretty crazy. And then why not? Well, let's leave it. It doesn't really matter if this guy survives, and he's not going to die anyway. Bam! Alright. One more of these guys. We have... armor. Jeez, so much armor. Armor. Draw. Discard. I think that's probably fine. Yeah. Okay. Here's the dream. Living the dream. 3 of them. Look at that. I even got an extra pip of space. I mean... whatever, join the party. And then this guy... so... oh, he's got... yeah, he's got, thorns, so that would hurt my, my pyre if I stuck to him. Which I mean, that's tricky. Here's an example where I wish I did have sweep. Can I do enough damage to him before he gets the pyre? Probably not. So yes, let's stack up. Stack up. We've got a great excuse to drop this guy. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, look at that! More armor! Goodness gracious. So yeah, it's more armor than anyone could ever need. Not that I'm complaining. Like I said, I forget what the card's called, but it does damage based on the amount of armor you have on things. That could be an instant Seraph killer. Something to think about, anyway. Let's cast our zero costers. I don't think I want that for now. What I think I want is to get Frostbite on him. So... Free for spite? Fine by me. So that's what? 39, that would be 70 and change. There's a risk of him getting to the pyre, but I guess boss is popping out next, and I'm going to take the boss down immediately. Guess what I can do... I can afford this. Yeah, that'll take him down nice and quick. Yes, no chance of Tethe's getting killed here with 424 stacks of armor. Alright, here we go. Armor, armor, armor. Armor, armor, armor. Armor, armor, armor. I think this might be the silliest monster train deck I've played. Armor, armor, armor. And for good measure, a little bit of armor. So yeah, he would have gotten up, but once the boss dies, I guess they retreat or something. So... Bam! Just go ahead and put a casual 400 points of frost on you. Too fun. So now, another one of these. You know... Yep, I mean, honestly just yes. And another one of these. Goodness gracious. I mean, I'll give Fire Chomper a chance. Alright, here we are at the last place to buy. Let's go ahead and do the Vortex again. I mean, honestly, getting a thin deck, especially this match, has just been super vital to my plan of being completely ridiculous. Alright, Merchant of Magic, double stack. I don't know if I want to spend a ton of bucks. Where am I? So... if I get the Dream and 10,000 points on Seraph, I'm still 5,000 short. That's gonna give me one grr. Okay. What do I want to duplicate? I mean, maybe the thought at this point is I should do a second floor. If I did a second floor, what would that look like? I mean, if I'm not... Maybe another one of these guys. Because the second floor would have to not only have a huge defensive front, but also something that's at least stacking Frostbite. Let's take a look at what this looks like. Armor 5 when they enter? I mean, sure. It gets pretty much redundant immediately. I mean, if I'm 200 points short of that 50,000, I'd be smacking myself on the head for taking it. You know, frankly, the deck is strong enough. Let's put another one of these guys. Which makes me like, oh, I should have done one of those earlier. Yeah, I know. I don't think I need anything here. Let's go for gold, baby. Oh. Oh no. Cleanse unit of debuffs? That's gonna be really annoying. Alright. It's like, I could set this up. Let's do it. Let's get some stacks on Seraph. Can't cast it. Let's get a little damage on Seraph too. Yeah. Just a little bit of damage. Oh, that Ember Drain is gonna mess me up. I got my Pirate Chomper. Alright, bunch of junk up there. It doesn't really matter. Oh, oh, pizza pie. Oh, oh, pizza pie. Alright, minus 17 points of frostbite each time. That's annoying, but it's not insurmountable by any stretch. Alrighty. Card to discard. I don't think I need this for now. Let's drop Seraph. That's Fortify. Alright, so I'm gonna have negative 12 Ember on the next go. That's okay, a lot of my spells just cost nothing. Gee. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. And this. And this. And actually I want to do it up here. A couple stacks on the bows. Get some more stacks on these guys. Good enough for me, I suppose. I mean, if it had been a different Seraph, this might have been a bit more in the points arena. Minus 20 frostbite. That's so tricky. That's okay. We'll stack it back up. Armor. Frostbite. Yeah, you know, really, it's hard for me to be more pleased with how this deck went. Of course, I could have gotten the points I wanted, but, I mean, it's just rocking out. Although it looks like I'm taking pyre damage. Ah, oh, I should have thought about that. No! That's okay. My dreams of a perfect run have been shattered by small amounts of pyre damage. Yes. Draw a card. Final wave. Yeah, obviously Seraph's going down. Let's go ahead and play my cards because I can. I didn't come here not to play cards. Cards. It's not even going to make a stretch. So yeah, buying Endless on the guy ended up being pretty silly since I didn't need it at all. But, you know, better safe than sorry. Yes. Let's see how many stacks we end up at the end here. Probably a lot is going to be my guess. Let's see if we can get 999. No, that's not going to happen. He's going to go down before then. Almost want to get a screen grab of this for the Reddit. Alright, so that's how you beat Seraph. Oh, jeez. I wonder... it wouldn't have got me there. But so close. 45, 925. I'm just trying to think, how do you get 5,000 more points? You know, I guess you beat some bosses on lower levels. I took every challenge, and with a little bit of more money, but I didn't spend 5,000 gold that run. I probably spent, I don't know, 500 maybe. Right, back to challenge. How did I do on the scoreboard? 45th. Alright, well, so that's Monster Train. Lots of fun. Daily challenges are great. Daily challenge for the first 212021. A nice sort of numerological date for you. This has been Lead Fox, and I really hope everybody has an excellent day. And thanks again for watching.